What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I'm here today to do part 2 of my top 20 albums of 2015. This is number 10 through number 1. Reminder, this list is opinion, not fact. This is my list, not yours. Let's do this shit. Coming in at number 10, Autocrater with Autocrater. Listening to this album is the prime definition of getting a sledgehammer struck right near your solar plexus. It hits you that hard. And I have listened to a lot of records in 2015. This record in particular has gotten so much play, rotation, over and over again. It's such an intense album. I mean, think if Godflesh were to have made an album that transcended into death metal territory. That's what Autocrater do with their self-titled album. It's droney, it's tinged with industrial elements, but the death metal moments of this record are so intense and scary. It's just phenomenal. I love the vocal styles that are being represented on here. I love the endless array and arsenal of riffs and devastating tones just to get the vibe of this record put out there. I mean, you hear it on songs like The 10th Persecution, Imperial Whore. This is just a very memorable debut, not only for the fact that it's that it just feels right, but it's just so heavy, for incorporating the elements of industrial, drone, death metal. This is a very heavy debut, and it will hit you very hard once you listen to it. So number 10 on my list is Autocrater with Autocrater. Coming in at number 9, Hexlust, Manifesto Hexcelente. Out of all of the Texas metal I have been anticipating and wanting to listen to in 2015, the debut from Hexlust was the one I was anticipating and most excited for. Mainly for the fact that it's been such a long time in the making. A lot of starting and stopping, a lot of changes, a lot of sound changes, different changes, and all of that waiting and culminating came in the form of a 8-track album entitled Manifesto Hexcelente. Very much a death metal influenced, thrashy style of speed metal that just feels so intense and marvelous from the minute you put it on. I mean, a lot of the songs that I had been listening to this band live over the years translates extremely well into a physical full-length album. Hearing songs like Toxic High, Baphomet Dawn, and even Hellhammer, you can tell they're a band that are influenced by Tom Warrior in some way, shape, or form. It's just really an intense record. Just when you think things are going to get fast, things get even faster from there. And once things slow down, they pick right back up into being fast again. They are such an intense band like that. They are intense live, and this album is proof enough that they are intense on record. So number 9 on my list is Manifesto Hexcelente by Hexlust. Coming in at number 8, Acherontas, Ma'ian, Formulas of Reptilian Unification. Brilliant album. Brilliant piece of Hellenic Greek black metal. Just the dark vibes, the dark atmospheres, the musicianship, the elaborate lyrical content, the storytelling. There is a lot to sink in, to just let sink in when you listen to this new Acherontas record. They are a Greek black metal band that really take their craft and their vibe very seriously. The way they handle the music, the songwriting, the riff work, the drumming, the ethereal elements, it's just so beautiful to just dive into and listen to. I mean, it's really a beautiful album. I mean, looking through the booklet here, you got songs like Lunar Transcendence and The Secret Kiss of Nut, the title track, Nereid Tide of Neptune's Rudra. Just a really beautiful, beautiful sense of passion when it comes to the concepts the lyrics, the artwork, the atmosphere, the themes. This is classic Greek black metal, done the right way and done properly, and this new Akarantas record is really something worth repeated listens. So number 8 on my list is my Ian Road Formulas of Reptilian Unification by Akarantas. This is worth buying regardless of what format you get it in. Excuse me. Coming in at number 7, Genocide Shrines, Manipura Imperial Death Evocaville, Scriptures of Reverse Purana Dar Murder. All the way from Sri Lanka comes some of the most savage, brutal, and altogether legitimate black death metal you will hear on any sort of record this year. I mean, you can tell from what this band has been putting out prior to this that they're a fearful kind of band. They're the kind of band that make you feel intimidated when you listen to a release like this. A release that goes straight for your throat. It grabs you by your throat and it never lets you go. It's barbaric, but also tasteful at the same time. Just the level of integrity and intelligence being brought forth by the musicianship being represented on this record. The 9 tracks that flow together on here work so well. I mean, the artwork, the lyrics, the music, just the guitar playing and overall intimidation factor that comes with a record like this makes you appreciate this almost near bestial style of black and death metal. And this new Genocide Shrines record is just so incredible to listen to. So number 7 on my list is Manipura Imperial Death Evocal, Scriptures of Reverse Purana Dar Murder by Genocide Shrines. Such a fantastic record. Coming in at number 6, Revenge, Behold, Total Rejection. Revenge business as usual here. That's what it's like when you listen to this album over and over again. There is no calm down period. There is no moment to collect yourself or get a second wind. Once you go right into this album, boom. It's just insanity incarnate. I mean, the first opening seconds of Scum Defection just show you that this is Revenge going to just stomp a mud hole in your ass. They are a hateful band, and they showcase why they have been doing this for quite some time. I mean, the vocals, just the intensity in the words, the pitch shifted vocals, the screams, Jay Reed's drumming. The main major star of this entire release, as would be the case for any sort of Revenge release, is Jay Reed's insane drumming style. The guitar riff work on here, the bass work is sensational too. This is one of the most complete and total package Revenge albums I've heard in quite some time. Whether or not this could be the best one ever is still up for debate. I still think this is a very marvelous album to listen to, and it just never holds up. There can never be too much Revenge, in my opinion. And Behold Total Rejection is proof of that. So, number 6 on my list is Behold Total Rejection by Revenge. Fucking amazing album. Now we're getting down to the top 5. Canyon Bickle, if you're watching this, I hope you love me for this. Coming in at number 5, Pissgrave, Suicide, Euphoria. This is the death metal album of 2015 for me. Straightforward, raw, primal, angry, pissed off death metal in the form of Suicide Euphoria. You can tell from the first 7 or 8 seconds of listening to Perpetual War, you know what kind of band Pissgrave are. Very much, no bones about it, this is death metal that is meant to make you feel uncomfortable and very queasy. I mean, I pick up a lot of old vibes from early Deicide releases, pre-Deicide stuff like Amon, Disgorge Mexico, just some very discomforting music being represented on here. Dizzying guitar riffs, relentless drumming, audible bass, depraved maniacal vocals, raw production quality. No apologies to be given for a release like Suicide Euphoria. And just by the album cover alone, you can tell this is a band that is meant to instill fear in your heart and in your mind too. This will make you a changed person and make you question whether or not you have the stomach to listen to a raw death metal record. And Suicide Euphoria is that raw death metal record. I'm really excited for this band's future, and hopefully more great things will be soon to come from them. So, number 5 on my list is Suicide Euphoria by Pissgrave. Coming in at number 4, Cattle Decapitation, The Anthropocene Extinction. It's blatantly obvious that Cattle Decapitation have made a very drastic change in their sound. They had that almost primal gore grind sort of sound in their earlier releases. But then as they transitioned their sound, they became more of a straightforward kind of a death metal band with those grind elements still intact. But even furthering on into their career, they add that almost unique, progressive, forward-thinking sort of style going on into their music. And with albums like The Harvest Floor and the ever-so-brilliant Monolith of Inhumanity, we could tell that they were going to be making a major change into their sound. But going into The Anthropocene Extinction, they go even deeper than that. This album seriously exceeded any and all of my expectations as soon as I listened to that. I mean, songs like Clandestine Ways, Crocodile Rot, Circo Inhumanitas, Not Suitable for Life, just some incredibly devastating songs to be heard on here. I really love the approach that Cattle Decapitation bring with an album like The Anthropocene Extinction, from the guitar riffs, to Travis Ryan's vocals, to the insane fast drumming, the great clean production value that works for a band like this. This is the best thing of the current Cattle Decapitation era, and I am so excited to hear what, if they could even try to top something like this. I think it's going to be impossible, but it'll be worth the wait if they decide to make a new record that is going to be even more crazier than this. So, number 4 on my list is The Anthropocene Extinction by Cattle Decapitation. Coming in at number 3, Achilles, The Dreaming Eye. Pretty much an extension of Nightbringer done by Naz Alchemith. This is such a marvelous new step in direction for this project. It very much feels like the Nightbringer of old, like Death in the Black Works sort of styles of Nightbringer. You hear that a lot on The Dreaming Eye. The musicianship, the vocal styles, the ambient sort of feelings, you get all of that here with The Dreaming Eye, and I really do think that this is a beautiful, well thought together piece of black metal. It's just genius stuff. It still holds up to me from the first time I ever listened to it, when I bought the CD and then when I bought the vinyl next. This really does hold a deep place in your mind when you listen to US black metal, and The Dreaming Eye is a brilliant, well thought together, amazing record. Wow. I can't wait to see what happens next with this project. So, number 3 on my list is The Dreaming Eye by Achilles. Coming in at number 2, Archgoat, The Apocalyptic Triumphator. Anybody who says that there could be no fun in metal can go fuck themselves. The Apocalyptic Triumphator is proof point that you can enjoy metal and have fun doing so. This is such a blast to listen to. This is one of the most fun, entertaining, brilliant pieces of bestial, angry black death I have heard all year long. Nuns, Cunts, and Darkness, Phallic Desecrator of Sacred Gates, Grand Luciferian Theophany, Sadomagical Portal, Funeral Pyre of Trinity. Such replayability for this album. The vocals, how low Lord Angel Slayer's vocals get, the guitar riffs, the bass, the drumming. This is such a marvelous piece of Archgoat music, done properly, done splendidly. It just gets so much replay value, and I cannot stop listening to it. It really sounds awesome on vinyl. I mean, if you have it on CD or digital or whatever, that's cool too. But get this on vinyl. This is, to me, the best way to listen to Archgoat, is on vinyl. And seeing them live sealed the deal for me major times this year. Seeing them at Hell's Head Bash, they were fun, they were fantastic, and Archgoat are the total package for fun in black metal, death metal, or the underground. So, number 2 on my list is the Apocalyptic Triumphator by Archgoat. And now we get to the number 1 album on my top 20 list. Wow. I listened to this album back in early February, and listening to this over and over again really shows why this album had so much staying power on my personal year-end list. No other album could have topped it for me. This album was the only one. I really wish I had the vinyl version right now, but apparently that's delayed, so hopefully in 2016 or later than that, the vinyl will come. But until then, this will have to do. My number 1 album of 2015 is Leviathan with Scar-Sighted. This is a personal triumph for Jeff Whitehead, aka Rest. This is such a beautiful, emotionally draught, angry, and destructive piece of music. I mean, I've enjoyed everything that Leviathan has put out, even his more darker ambient stuff, to even scarier releases like Massive Conspiracy Against All Life and Tentacles of Horror, which I still think is his perfect masterpiece. But Rest creates a different kind of masterpiece with Scar-Sighted. I think this is seriously some of the most jarring, powerful stuff I've heard Jeff Whitehead do. You hear it on songs like The Smoke of Their Torment, Wicked Fields of Calm, A Veil is Lifted. Just so many beautiful, gorgeous, lush songs to be listened to here, while still maintaining the elements of fear and surprise all the way throughout. And knowing that he could play everything the way that he does so fine, do vocals the way that he does so fine, and to have a great production and engineering job behind this to back it up really makes the big difference here for an album like Scar-Sighted. I have had so much joy and pleasure listening to this album, and if you have been following Leviathan for a very long time, you're going to find something beautiful and amazing with Scar-Sighted. This will tug at your heartstrings, it'll make you think, but it will make you appreciate US black metal that much more, in my humble, honest opinion. So the number 1 album of 2015 for me this whole year is Leviathan, Scar-Sighted. Buy the CD box set, buy the vinyl version, whatever version tickles your fancy. I think that is the most mandatory item of 2015 in my opinion. There have been a lot of great albums, releases, EPs, singles, splits, and whatever. Scar-Sighted tops it all for me. So that concludes my top 20 list of 2015. Please feel free to let me know what you think of all of these albums in the comments section. Let's have a great discussion about it. Let me know what your personal favorite releases of 2015 have been. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something that I may have missed. But then again, everyone who does these kind of lists misses something. And we'll have all of next year to pick up the pieces and figure out what's going to happen. 2015 has been a very crazy roller coaster year, and I cannot wait to see what 2016 brings, not just for myself, but for all of you. I love you all so very much. Thank you for making this year so very special, and I will see you guys in 2016. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much for everything. I'm going to conclude this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Armijo out, and once again, rest in peace, Jim Sadist.